Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check pass, check pass.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. You don't want this. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
From the 50, it's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice hit, baby. 24. 66. Switch.
On second down now. High. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. High. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 54. Bring it. Bring it. Switch.
On second and 9, Watson stepping up. He's going to keep it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports.
This is that. 19. Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Motion.
Right there.
55.
Right there. 54, Mike.
Here we go.
Mike's 5-4.
On first and 10, Watson buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
I'm going to run you over. Mike 54. Mike 50. 31. In the face. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Off. 54. Hey, we got to snap it.
Right there. 54, right there, right there.
To throw again on second down. Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
132 fighter. Hey, easy. 36.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on second and 6, Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 77 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm here all day.
Now Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't be stopped. Ready. 5-9.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. Here's Breeze to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 56 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which you also have to guard again.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Watson now to throw. Dancing to his left. And a big loss is here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Watch that. Watch that. Watch that. Check 99. Check 99.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And an alley to run. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. Room here to run.